Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Today I am going to take mathematics for standard 3. Yes. The topic that I am going to take today is money. Yeah. Now, when you go to a market along with your parents and buy something, okay, sir? Yeah. When you're going to a market along with your parents to buy something, suppose you want to buy stationery items like pen, pencil, eraser, anything. What you do, the shopkeeper doesn't give you free of cost. He will charge for the things that you are buying. He will charge an amount called money, and you have to pay that money. Only if you pay it, you will get it. Okay. Just anything. So money has that purchasing power. Money has purchasing power. You go and give the amount to the shopkeeper, he will give you whatever you need. Okay, now you have money as an exchange of medium. What was there in the olden days? In the olden days, people used to exchange goods. Suppose if a person is having more of rice or more of grains, he used to exchange that with a person who is making clothes. So previously in the olden days, exchange of goods took place. That exchange of goods is called as barter system. There are many disadvantages in this exchange of goods. So as a business and trading started, the concept of metal came because metal had the power to remain for a longer period. Now once when the metal came, the coins were invented. The coins made of copper, iron, aluminium, etc. So when the metal came, there was a tremendous change. Now if you see the money in America, you have to pay dollars. Currency is different for different countries. In America you use dollars, in Singapore you use Singapore dollars, in Europe, in Germany you use euro. So there are different currencies. Each country has a different currency. Now when talking about India, the currency in India is represented by rupees and paise. The currency in India is represented by rupees and paise. The currency here is represented by rupees and paise. And the symbol, this is the symbol that is representing rupees, and this is the symbol that is representing paise. Usually paise is made of coins, they are made of metal. Now here these are all called coins. These are the currency which we use in 5 rupee coin. You have a 1 rupee coin. You have now also 10 rupees coin, etc. How about the notes? How about the rupees? Now even rupees, here in India, previously we used to have 1 and 2 rupees note, but now it's in use. Okay, you have 5 rupees note, 10 rupees note, children, then 50, 100, this is a 100 rupee note, and 500, this is a 500 rupee note, and then 1000 rupees. So in India we money in the form of rupees and paise. Now children, how do you write rupees and paise? Writing rupees and paise is important because this is not the way we write the usual numbers. We have to differentiate the rupees and paise. We differentiate the rupees and paise with a dot. Okay, we represent rupees as a ra. This is actually Hindi ra, and a line in the middle. So rupees and paise is differentiated by using a point or a dot. Now I bought a pencil for 2 rupees. How do I write that? I said for 2 rupees. Where do I write it? I write it in the rupees column. Okay, and I have to put here 0 because I'm giving only 2 rupees for the bookseller. Okay, now I bought an eraser for rupees 1 and 50 paise. When I'm saying paise, you have to write that paise in the paise column and rupees in the rupees column. So it is 1 rupee and 50 paise. Next is, how do you add money? Okay, how do you add money? Now, the cost of this pencil is 1 rupee 50 paise. Okay. I'll buy an eraser which costs only 75 paise. How do I write eraser? This is an eraser. Now, the cost of eraser, just we'll put as 75 paise. Since it is 75 paise, okay, the cost of eraser is 75 paise. Now, how do I add it? How do I add rupees and paise? Arrangement of rupee in rupee column and paise in the paise column is very important. This topic money. So, okay. What is the cost of the pencil, children? It is 1 rupee 50 paise. You have to mention rupees and paise. Then the cost of the pencil is 1 rupee. When you are telling it is 1 rupee, you have to put it under the rupees column. And we are telling 50 paise, put it under the 50 paise column. And then the cost of this eraser is 75 paise. Now, how do I write 75 paise and add? Is there any 0 here, or is there any rupee I mentioned here? No. So I'll put 0 in the rupee column and 75 paise in the paise column. Now, how much I should give to the shopkeeper to buy a pencil and eraser? First, children, I think you all are familiar with addition since we have done it in FA2. Now, you can add this. First, add from paise column. Now, what is 5 plus 0? It is 5. Any number added to 0 gives the same number. Any number added to 0 will give the same number. 7 plus 5. What is 7 plus 5? 12. Okay, 12. And same thing, carry over to the next. So 7 plus 5 is 12. I put it here. This is just like your normal addition. But the main point is you should know to differentiate the rupees and paise. Now, what is 1 plus 1? It is 2. Now, in order to differentiate how much rupees and paise, we put the dot in the same line here. So, you have to say to the shopkeeper 2 rupees 5 paise. The answer you get here is written as rupees 2 and 25 paise. Yeah, hope you all understood addition. Now, the same thing you can also subtract money. For example, okay, before going to the next thing, a small one more sum I want to do. Suppose you are going to add 50 paise and 75 paise. Now, how do you do this? Or I'll take another number. I'll just say it as 85. Now, here no rupees is given. Here only the you add it? The same thing. First from the paise. 0 is 5. 8 plus 5. Then it's just your normal addition, children. But the most important point is putting the dot correctly. That is separating rupees from paise. Okay. It is 13. Carry over to the next place. Now 1 plus 0 is 1. Again 1 plus 0 is 1. Any number added to 0 will give you the same number. So it is 1. So you have to pay and 35 paise to the shop. Now in the same way, children, you can also do subtraction. Subtraction of money. Okay. Let us take another vegetable. Okay. The cost of 1 kg of tomato costs, say, 16 rupees. Okay. Now the cost of 1 kg of tomato costs cost 6. Okay, now you've gone to tomato. So the cost of 1 kilo tomato is 16 rupees. Okay. Now your mother will pay 20 rupees to the keeper. Or I'll just rub here, children, and I'll write here. I'll just write here. Okay, now your mummy gives 20 rupees to the shopkeeper. Is there any paisa here? No, always indicate with a 0. Now, cost of 1 kilo tomato, your mummy want to buy 1 kg of tomato. The cost of 1 kg tomato is 16 rupees. Okay, now what you have to do? Children, once when you read the sum, you should able to know whether it's an addition or subtraction. The amount paid for 1 kilo tomato to the shopkeeper is 20 rupees, and but the cost of 1 kg of tomato is 16. So you have to subtract. 0 minus 0 is 0. The same thing, 0 minus 0 is 0. Please do not forget to put the dot as soon as you calculate the paise. Then the same thing, how do you subtract 20 from 16? It is the same, children, as borrowing subtraction. Since you cannot take out a bigger number from a smaller number here, carry borrowing, you can borrow a number from the next place value. Now you take 1 from here, this becomes 10. 10 minus 6 is 4. 1 minus 1 is 0. Now, how much will the shopkeeper give you back? You will receive, or your mother will receive, amount returned by the shopkeeper is rupees 4. Okay, I think you all understood how to do it. Addition of money and subtraction of money. Same way, children, you also can multiply. You also have to learn multiplication. How you multiply rupees and paise. Or not only that, you also should learn how to multiply. For example, in the rupees only, I'll tell you how. Suppose one car has 4 wheels. How many will 2 cars have? It is the same thing. One car has 4 wheels, 2 cars have, exactly right, it's 8 wheels. Okay, now the same thing, multiplication, let us also apply in money. Okay, cost of one book is, let us put it as 13 rupees. Cost of one book is 13 rupees. The cost of, what is the cost of books? You want to know the cost of 4 books. Here you have to multiply the number with the amount of one book. Multiplication is nothing, as you all know, it is only repeated addition. Now, and children, when writing, please be careful. You have to mention the rupees and say this, the cost of is 4. You cannot write 4 here because sometimes there may be an error. Please make it a point to write it in the correct place. Last one, sir. So 4 into 0, 8 divided by 0, the answer will be, you get the product as 0 only. So 4 into 0 is 0. 4 into 0 is 0. Please put the dot after you multiply with paise. 4 3s are 12. It's your normal multiplication. 4 into 1 is 4 plus 1 is 5. Okay, the answer that you get in, I already said you long back, the answer that you get in multiplication is called product. The answer that you get in addition is called sum. The answer that you get in difference is called, in subtraction is called difference. Okay. Now what is the cost of 4 books, children? It is 52. So you have to pay 52 rupees to buy 4 books, where each book costs 13 rupees. Thank you, children. Next class we will be learning conversion of money. Shall I start, sir? Children, in the last class I was talking about how you can add money, subtract and multiply, and just recollection of what we learned. Money in India is represented in rupees and paise. Okay, now today's class you will learn how to convert rupees into paise. First, how many paise make 1 rupee? P is equal to paise. Now you have different combinations. You have different combinations to get the 100 coin. If you add 50 paise plus 50 paise, you can get 1 rupee. 25 paise taken 4 times will give you 1 rupee. 50 paise taken 2 times will give you 1 rupee. How many paise make rupee? In today's class you are going to learn how to convert rupees into paise. The first step, 5 rupees. Now I want to convert 5 rupees into paise. Now, the first step you can write is 1 rupee is equal to, how much paise does 5 rupee contain, or how much paise is 5 rupees? You have to multiply, since 1 rupee for 5 rupees. How much 5 rupees. Multiply with 50. Any number multiplied by 0 will give you 0 in multiplication. 1 rupees 100 paise, 5 rupees. If you want to convert 5 rupees into paise, multiply 5 into 100. Is it clear, children? I'll give you one more example. How do you convert 12 rupees into paise? The same thing. Since 1 rupee is 100 paise, if you have to find how many paise make 12 rupees, multiply 12 into 100. Is it clear, children? So 12 to write the paise. It is 1200 paise. Okay. Now, paise. First, children, here there it is 2. What is the paise? How much paise is here? It is 50 paise. So first, 2 into 100 is 200. Same thing, the same multiplication. The sum doesn't end here. We have to convert 2 rupees 50 paise into paise. Already we have converted 2 into a paise. Now, since already this 50 is given in the paise column, please. Why we are adding 50? Because it is already given in paise. Now you add to 0 will give you the same number, and so rupees 50 paise is 250 paise into paise. First multiply 100. Give 250 paise. This is about of money, of rupees paise. I think idea bills made. When you go to a shop and your mummy wants to buy something in the shop, she will amount or quantity. Small bills are nothing. Then you any things from the shop. For example, I'll give you a very small example, clear for you. Your children to the stationery shop and you want certain things. I'll give you small. Okay. You want to buy then eraser and a book. Certain eraser and book. Y is nothing but quantity. That is, what is the quantity, how much you want to buy. Buy one pencil and the cost of one pencil, that is how much you have to pencil. One pencil cost, let us say, as 5 rupees. Only 5 rupees. So I put 0, 0. Children, it is very important. Column 5 rupees, 5 rupees column. You should be careful. Now, how much you pay? Amount paid 5 rupees. What is the I'll give you by pencil. What is the quantity? Quantity is nothing but how much you wanted to buy. You wanted to buy one pencil and the cost of one pencil is 5 rupees. Now, the second one, is it okay, sir? The cost of one pencil is 5 rupees. So you have to multiply the quantity with the cost of one pencil. The cost of one pencil is 5 rupees into the quantity. Okay. 5 into 1. What is the total amount that you paid for the pencil? 5 rupees into 1, which is the quantity, will give you 5 rupees. The next, you bought an eraser. But this time you bought 2 erasers. Okay. Now, cost of one eraser is 50 paise. That is, there is no rupees, children. It is 50 paise. Now, so the amount that you have to pay for 2 erasers. It's one eraser costs 50 paise into 2. 2 is the quantity of eraser that you purchased. So 50 paise into 2 is 1 rupee. I'm sure you all know how did you get this? 1 rupee, that is 50 paise plus 50 paise is 100 paise or 1 rupee. Then the last thing that you purchased is book. You have purchased 3 books. Okay, how many books, children? You have purchased 3 books. 3 is nothing but the quantity of books. The cost of, you have to pay for all the 3 books, isn't it? The cost per book is 10 rupees. The cost per book is 10 rupees. So, but you purchased 3 books, so you have to pay for 3 books. That is why 10 rupees into the quantity is 3. 10 into 3 is 30 rupees. Now, you have purchased pencil, eraser and book. Now, how much you have to pay to the shopkeeper? Now, you have to add all the 3 amounts. You have to add the amount that you paid for the items. Shall we add, children? Yeah. And paise, nothing has paise in it. It's all of rupees. Now, first add paise and then add the rupees from the first side. What is 5 plus 1? It is 6. 6 plus 0 is 6. Then to the next place, it is 3. Do you have any number here? No. So 3 plus 0 will give you the same number 3. So you have to pay 36 rupees to the shopkeeper to buy 1 pencil, 2 eraser and 3 books. So you have to pay 36 rupees to the shopkeeper. You have to add all this. So can I go that side? So you have to pay 36 rupees, add 5 rupees, 1 rupee and 30 rupees. So you have to pay to the shopkeeper 36 rupees to get these items. Children, there is one more thing. Suppose your mother may not have 36 rupees. She wants to pay the shopkeeper and she gives to the shopkeeper rupees 40. Suppose she doesn't have change. She pays 40 rupees to the shopkeeper. Now, but the cost is 36. This is what you got in the billing. Your mother doesn't have a change, so she pays to the shopkeeper 40 rupees. But the amount, whatever expenditure is 36. So 40 rupees minus 36, you get a change, isn't it? Now you subtract it. Subtract 0 minus 0 is 0. 0 here. Now here. You cannot take 6 from 0. So you borrow a number from this place. This becomes 3 and this is 10. 10 minus 6 is how much? 4. So your money, this is your amount returned. So can you cover this please? So the shopkeeper has to give your mother 4 rupees. Hope you understood the billing. Children, you can do a small project or you can do a small assignment. Go with your mother or father to a shop, see what they buy and see how the billing is done. So take a bill from the shop, keep the bill with you and compare this with what I taught. Okay, you can see in the bill that all the paise and rupees are arranged systematically, one below the other. So you can see the bill, learn even addition and subtraction both. You can know how much you gave the shopkeeper money and how much you got back. So collect 2-3 bills, children, and see how the billing is done. Okay, and one more topic, in case you have a bill that has to be corrected or the bill which is wrong. You have to do the correction and you should write the correct amount. Okay, any bill, we will give you in the exam the billing may be correct or not. If the billing is not correct in the exam sum, you have to correct the bill. Suppose for example, the item may be given as 2 but it is actually 1. If there is any errors, you have to correct the bill and finally add it. Hope you all understood. If you have any doubts, you can ask children. Thank you.